The episode is entitled The Question of a Lifetime. And what is your question of a lifetime? In other words, what is the question that you ask first of yourself? That question of a lifetime of you. And one of the things that we know in doing anything well is you have to really look at kind of your motive and from where do you derive motivation, and we have to also look at your discipline and from where do you acquire that drive to kind of stay aligned with what it is you want to have happen. And what we know is that comes from discovering your deepest core emotional wants and needs. And so the question that I have been using since 1989, the question that as recently as just 7 days ago, 125 people participated in at our High Trust Sales Academy and around a 4-hour role play, is the question that has to do with what is your motive and what's important about being successful to you. So very, very early on in my career, I had an opportunity to join forces with a guy named Bill Backrack, and Bill is a dear friend of mine. Bill is the architect of this question, and the question is so profound that I've been using it since I met Bill to help people in our ecosystem understand the power of this question. And the question has to do with deriving, why am I doing what I'm doing in the first place? And if I don't know my own personal reasons to why I'm doing what I'm doing, I have not unlocked what is so out there and so visible in so much social media is what is your why? So I want to be careful not to have you right now think, oh, another video on what is your why. That's not the purpose here. The purpose is to have you understand that you as a human being have a driving force. You have something in your life that is your primary mainspring. It is your motivator. It's the thing that allows you to do what you do each and every day in and day out. Do it at the highest level possible. Do it with passion. Do it with a heart to help others, if that is obviously what's important to you, and ultimately arrive at a point of knowing what kind of your main motivator is. Mine clearly is to make a difference. The filter through which I run almost every business decision, where we spend money, where we spend time, what we do, who we hire, when we, how many we hire, what do we do here, what do we do there. It's all run through this filter of, will what we're discussing help us make a difference? We're going to go into a meeting about an hour after this recording is done, and we're going to make a decision on a relationship, and the filter through which we're going to run the relationship question is, will this help us make a difference? And if the answer is yes, then we pursue it, and if the answer is no, we don't. And the most beautiful thing about what I've just kind of set you up to understand is that you need to simplify decision making. You need to understand that Roy Disney said, when he said values make decisions easy, you need to understand that much of life's complexity and much of the challenges we have are because we haven't understood our values deep enough to make the hard decisions, to make the choices that give us the kind of freedom that we really know that we want to have. So back to the High Trust Sales Academy just about a week ago or so. So I had everybody sit down and partner up with somebody, and the goal was to have about a 7-minute conversation answering the question, what's important about being successful to you? And each time you get an answer to that question in a dialogue, you add the answer you got back into that question. So if somebody says making money, then I'm going to say, that's cool. What's important about making money to you? And if they say that allows me to have more freedom, then freedom is an emotion. Freedom is a core value. I can make a link in my mind right now that I'm not actually going to help you make more money as my offer. That might happen as a result of our relationship, but I'm actually going to help you experience more freedom because of what we do together. So my dialogue centers around freedom. It might be that there's something more important than freedom. Freedom is a very, very highly powerful emotion. So if I order my entire relationship around every time we're together helping you achieve freedom, I probably have emotional connection with you. I also have what's called emotional stickiness with you. To the extent that I used freedom in our dialogues, it triggers in your mind emotional buy-in. Now, I may say, so is there anything more important than freedom to you? And maybe this person would say peace of mind. So peace of mind, same kind of thing. It's just a layer up, which is code for a little bit deeper. And anytime you have a couple of cool emotions in a row, like freedom and peace of mind, you probably have their emotional buying buttons. So while this is in a business context right now, and if I'm sitting down with somebody that, I want to engage in a business relationship, and I ask them what's important about blank, so it could be this home to you, it could be this financing to you, it could be this product to you, it could be any of those things. What's important about that to you, it allows me to have a conversation that is hugely, hugely deepening and connective. And even in our role play just a week ago, it was amazing to see guys and gals that are in selling all day long actually go through the role play, and you could see in many cases the emotions in the form of tears and glassy eyes come to the dialogue. To me, it was nothing short of just like, wow, this is why we teach this question.